All right, honey bunnies, let's talk about something that has a lot of Wuthering Waves players quietly watching the horizon right now, version 3.3. And the reason people are paying extra attention to this patch is pretty simple. It lines up with the game's second anniversary.
Are you running low on asterites or lunites? Check out my loot bar link in the description and pinned comment. Loot Bar offers up to 25% discounts, plus an extra 10% off when you use my link. It is widely used by wuwa players with strong Trustpilot ratings and supports DIY top-ups on your PC or mobile, where you get the discounts without sharing your password. Just log in to Loot Bar, purchase, and then you go to their online DIY top-up page to complete the transaction yourself without giving anyone your password to do it. If you are planning to top up and save big, Loot Bar is a straightforward and secure way to spend responsibly. With that out of the way, let's get back to it.
Anniversary updates in gacha games usually aren't small. They tend to come with bigger story beats, flashy characters, and sometimes mechanics that shake up the roster a bit. So even though we are still moving through version 3.2, people are already speculating about what 3.3 might bring. Two names keep popping up in those conversations, Hiyuki and Denia. Let's start with Hiyuki because she is widely expected to show up first. From what people are discussing right now, she looks like a 5-star Glacio sword user who fights with a katana. But the interesting part is not just the weapon, it is the way she fights. Hiyuki appears to have two combat states. In one form, she focuses on fast, precise sword strikes that feel very close range and deliberate. In the other state, her attacks seem to release sweeping blade waves that travel outward, giving her a bit of ranged pressure, while still keeping that elegant katana style. So instead of feeling like a standard sword character, the idea is that she shifts between two styles of combat depending on the situation. Quick, controlled slashes up close, and then those larger, cutting arcs that extend her reach across the battlefield. Lore-wise, she is often described as a shrine maiden with a wish-granting theme surrounding her character that already has a lot of players curious about how she might connect to the story once version 3.3 actually arrives. Then we have Denia, who is expected to arrive later in the patch. Denia is rumored to use a rectifier and the fusion attribute, but her role leans much more towards support. Instead of raw burst damage, her kit appears to revolve around applying negative effects and slowly building pressure through damage over time mechanics. One mechanic that keeps getting mentioned is something called Fusion Burst, which seems to interact with those status effects to amplify damage in certain setups. That design naturally makes people think about characters like Encore, since the two could potentially play very well together if those interactions line up the way players expect. Visually, Denia is described with a theme that mixes bubbles and star-like effects, which gives her a softer but still flashy aesthetic compared to Hiyuki's sharper sword-focused presence. Interestingly, Denia may also have her own form-switching mechanic, which would make both of these upcoming characters feel mechanically unique. As for the timeline, things are expected to start moving once version 3.2 launches on March 19th. Not long after that, the usual marketing cycle should begin introducing the next characters. If the pattern holds, Hiyuki could be officially revealed around March 26th, with Denia following shortly after on March 27th. That kind of back-to-back reveal is pretty typical when a new patch is setting up multiple upcoming banners. What makes this even more interesting is that both characters are expected to appear in the version 3.2 main quest first, so before anyone can actually pull for them, players may get to meet them in the story and see how they fit into the world. And honestly, that is part of what makes anniversary patches fun. They usually do not just drop characters out of nowhere, they start weaving them into the narrative, so by the time their banners arrive, players already have a reason to care about them. So if you're planning your pulls, or you just like keeping an eye on where Wuthering Waves might be heading next, version 3.3 is definitely one of those updates worth watching, because if the second anniversary follows the usual gacha tradition, this patch could end up being a pretty big moment for the game. Leave this vid a like and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.